What up? What up? What up? Good evening. It is Wednesday, and welcome to Questionable Sports. My name is Jesse, and I will be here with you until I am done talking. Later on today, we'll have Scotty joining us, and when he joins us, he will give us something to think about. Anyways, how are we doing today on this Wednesday, August the 7th, if I'm correct?
No, August 6th.
Is it the 6th?
Yeah, you put August.
It is August 6th. She is correct. I am wrong, and my cat is scratching my leg. Why are you scratching my leg?
Because they wanted the food, because they wanted white food.
All right. So let's get started. Let's see what we got to talk about today. You know how we do things around here. Turn it down. All right, here we go. Today's topics, welcome. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you already know we're going to talk about it. If you don't know, we'll figure it out. What to watch? Let's spin the wheel. Yep, let's what to watch is back. We're going to talk about what games are going to be going on this week. Scott's going to be has a topic today. Hot seat. We're supposed to do this last time we were here 2 weeks ago. I totally forgot about it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it today. And that's we're gonna figure out. Or we're gonna talk about. Not figure out. We're gonna talk about what college coaches are in the hot seat. The question of the day, important dates, and of course, this is my show, so I'll have the last word. So, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. What is everybody talking about, especially here in the Dallas Fort Worth area? Talking about Parsons. What up, Coach? How you doing? About time? What do you mean about time? I've been doing this for the last. Well, I didn't do it last week, but I did it about a couple of weeks ago. Um, but yeah, we've been back for about almost a month. I say no, we came back beginning. Yeah, about a month. So I appreciate it though. I'm glad you're here. Glad you. Hopefully you enjoy the show. But let's talk about the Parsons signings and the whole dilemma and all that bullshit. I think Scotty just joined. If I heard him right.
What's up?
What's going on? Hold on, Scotty. I'll give you a applause for joining.
All right,
I just started, so we're talking about the Parsons debacle, trade request, and everything. So
thank you.
um,
Yeah,
I think it's just crazy. And the last thing I heard Jerry, what he say? That he thought that they already had a deal back in March, April, just by him talking just to Micah. And which they might have. They might have had some kind of hey let's do this. How about this? And Mike was like, yeah, sounds good. And then when they finally got it to the agent was like, well, Michael, we could probably do this. And then you got to start about the little stuff, signing bonus, the incentives, and all this stuff. So you just got all this stuff that's the little stuff that a lot of people don't see in contracts. Everybody just sees the numbers, how many years and how many or how much it was. So, any input on that, Scotty?
uh, no, um, I read something today that the chances of him starting season are pretty low.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to talk about when it came to football when we do the spin the wheel was the confidence
Yeah,
that Jerry said he'll start game one. And game one is the big game. That's what's so crazy. How was you not one of your best players out there?
yeah,
You're going against the defending champions who are got a really good quarterback, a really good running back. You want your best player, and your best player is not going to be there. On top of that, don't even get me started. The defensive backs are not ready. They're hurt. You got your offensive lines that I'll talk a little bit about some of the offensive lines that are some of the key players that are hurt here in a little bit. But that's just crazy. You don't have him out there. One good thing I have to say is Mike is still at practice. He's still be out there doing his thing. Not really participating, but still being out there, being an active leader and talking and trying to help out still. So I got to give it to him for that. But other than that, man, come on, you can't wait till week one or this weekend when they have the first preseason. Like, oh, we finally signed him. Let's get him out there. Let's get him practicing. I don't want him getting hurt, so it's okay that he's not really practicing. I think Mike is good enough to he could go out, step on the field, and still make a difference. Um, but hopefully he's working on his conditioning because that's a big deal. So, yeah. So that's some of the things that they're talking about. They're going back and forth, and I heard right now too that Parsons and Jerry Jones hasn't talked since he made that request. So that's another crazy thing. Do they not like Parsons? Is there something he did say something about him being injured. So Jerry did. So, but that's what happens when you play hard. You're gonna sometimes get hurt. And his, I think one of his things that to me was his conditioning. He was always tired in the third and fourth quarter. But I mean, he plays hard though. You can't really knock him. So, but anything else?
Yep.
Anything else, Scotty?
No, I don't have anything else on that.
Okay. All right, we're gonna
Let's
switch.
see.
Go
He
ahead.
can always sign with the Giants.
Hell no.
Now they can't afford him.
A lot of I see a lot of the Eagles fans are telling the team to go after him, but
Yep.
there's no. Jerry said he's not putting him up for trade. He's not putting him on the trading blocks. So that's one of the words Jerry said. He's not gonna put him up. But you never know. There's already teams that are already offering.
Yeah.
So so moving right along, what to watch? We got some NFL games preseason starting tomorrow. I know it was last week when they had one, but this week is when everybody's gonna be playing. Thursday night, you got there's 3 games, but this is kind of the ones I'm throwing some of the ones out there that maybe some people may want to watch, maybe that I'm going to watch, and they will be on TV. The Colts versus the Baltimore Thursday night, 6 o'clock on NFL Network. I'm interested to see what the Colts are going to throw out there. Baltimore, they're not going to have their starters out there, so if you're looking for Baltimore to see any other team, they're not going to be there. Any other starters, at least. Friday, you got the Browns Panthers. Friday at 6 o'clock on NFL Network. Again, Shador Sanders plays for the Browns. They've already said he's going to be starting Friday. Is that a hint to saying, Scotty? You think they're hinting that he may be? They're looking at him maybe being a starter.
From what I heard that he could possibly be the starter. Yeah.
On week 1 or not preseason. I'm talking about week 1.
Yeah.
Or you think they're just resting
1.
Flacco? They don't want him to get hurt.
I don't know. I've heard some stuff that he could start week 1.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. But so they play Friday night at 6, and then again Cowboys Rams Saturday 6 o'clock. They don't show them being on NFL Network, but they will be on local channels. So maybe channel 11, channel 8. I know it's not going to be channel 4 because channel 4 is going to be the Rangers are going to be playing on channel 4 on Saturday night. So those some of the games that are going on. Everybody's playing this weekend. So
you got the Giants and the Bills.
There you go. What day?
I think it's Saturday.
Saturday. Giants Bills. If you want to see Jackson Dart, new up and coming Giants quarterback, I think he's gonna play. He may. I think they may.
I don't know. Well,
because I mean they're not gonna start Wilson. Wilson's not gonna play.
I know Wilson's not gonna play. Winston, I don't know.
If they don't play Winston, they
may start.
Huh? Da Vinci.
Start Winston.
Oh.
Who may start Winston, but I'm sure Dart will see plays too.
What on the depth chart? Who's third? Dart or
Dart's number 3. DeVito's number 4.
DeVito.
Yep.
So, all right, and what else we got? Baseball. So the last time I did this, I had what we missed, and I put Rangers suck. At that time, they were 45 and 47. Now they're 60 and 56. So since I said Rangers suck, and I posted that, they're 15 and 9. They've been playing really good. Their batting is still up and down. Some days they'll have good games. Some games they won't.
Their pitching is pretty good though.
Yeah, their pitching is what's really been. Yeah, they still need a closer. There's games that they still let get away.
Well, they just signed that lefty.
Yeah, but I think he's got to go. Is he going to start in AAA first, right? I think he'll start in the minors first and kind of work his way back in. So, and then there's no college football yet, but here in a couple of weeks, we're getting excited. I know I am. Scotty, how about you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It don't get no better than that. All right. So moving right along, you know what time it is? It's time to spin the wheel. All right, Scotty, you ready for this? We're gonna spin the wheel. Whatever it lands
All right.
on, we're gonna
All
talk
right.
about it. I do have take a shot on there. I hope it doesn't land on that. Spinning the wheel. Again, if we go on the topic too long, y'all can always sit in the chat to spin the wheel, and we'd be glad to spin the wheel. And the first one lasts on basketball. Here we go, Scotty. You ready? Hey, did you hear about what happened over there in Miami with that security guard stealing all that stuff?
No.
Oh, so this is a former security guard for the Miami Heat who they caught him stealing. He sold over $2 million worth of memorabilia, jerseys, shoes, basketball stuff that they had put aside. That he had
Yeah.
went in there. He was like, there's only a few people that had access to this room, and he went in
Did
there
it?
and stole a bunch of it and put it
They
online.
weren't gonna notice that it was missing.
Yeah, game worn jerseys. Like, look, one of LeBron's game worn jerseys. I think he sold it for like $100,000, and it went up on auction, and they got sold for like $3.2 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's funny.
Isn't
Did
that what
you,
OJ did?
OJ? No, well, I don't know if he stole his. I know he stole his stuff, but I don't know if it was like he went into something and stole his stuff, or if it was somebody had took it from him and he just went back and stole it. I don't know how that went. I know he had got in trouble. That's what got him put him in jail, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah, I think he had stole it from someone else.
uh,
Some of his stuff,
yeah,
but it had been auctioned or whatever.
that's
He
crazy.
stole it.
That's crazy when your own security. And what's even crazier, he used to be a cop. He was a 25-year vet, and then he retired, and then that's what he was doing on the side was just being security guard at the Miami Heat, and yeah, he went in there and started stealing all that stuff. I'm like, are you kidding me? Your own security guard. He's like 50 something years old. Come on, man. Come on. You've been doing good this your whole life, and all of a sudden you want to fuck up. So I don't know. I mean, he made a lot of money, so I'm not sure where all that money went, but
Yeah.
hopefully he's got it hidden so when he gets out of prison. Because they're saying he might go to prison. It's a
Yeah.
felony, so I think they
Yeah.
said up to 10 years. Shit. That would suck. Well, we're gonna spin the wheel. Here we go, Scotty.
Can we land it on?
Football.
Oh.
Whoop whoop. So first one we're talking about for football is gonna talk about the Cowboys injuries. I said this earlier. There's some key players that I'm not gonna go over the third, fourth string because there are some third and fourth stringers that are down and stuff like that. But we will talk. I will say something like Mozzie Smith, his knee, um, is nothing but a bone bruise, so it's nothing too serious. So he should be back here practicing in the next couple of days. Tyler Guyton, his knee, they thought that it was going to be serious. It's not. It was just another little. They went to get an MRI a couple of days ago. No, nothing wrong with the ACL. Everything's intact, so that's a good thing. So he's just going to be out a couple of days. So he's definitely not going to play Saturday. Mozzie still might play Saturday. So, I mean, I don't know how much y'all care about Mozzie Smith. He was a first round pick a few years back out of Michigan. He's been a bust as of late. So, and they were talking the other day, Scott. I don't know. You don't pay attention to Cowboys camp talk, but they were talking about how Booker, the tackle, the first round tackle the Cowboys got this year, manhandled him on a run play. I'm like, that's crazy to hear. The guy's been in the league 3 years and getting manhandled by a rookie. So
Yeah.
Tyler Guyton is another one who's down, who's out. He's got a knee injury as well. He will be out again. Probably not. I think I already said. Did I say his name already? Yeah, I did. He won't play this Saturday. They're gonna rest him, just to be on a precautionary sign. Trayvon Diggs, everybody know he's out with his knee injury, but he's coming along. Not going to be ready for week 1, but he should be ready here fairly early in the season. Overshown, the other one everybody else knows, he's again his down with his knee, but he should be back probably by mid-season. That's what they're aiming for. So hopefully, when he comes back, that'll help the defense immensely. Because hearing from training camp and the joint practice from with the LA Rams, they ran all over the Cowboys, which is not surprising because they did nothing to boost up their defense. And the only thing they're doing is hurting their defense by not signing Micah. So, Scotty, what do you have to say about that?
Yep.
And how's the injuries in the Giants front? Any heard anything
I was
serious?
gonna say, Scatterboo right now has been out.
Oh,
He's considered day to day. I don't know if he'll see much. Giants, they just signed another running back.
okay.
But he's a hamstring injury. They said right now he's day to day.
Damn it. Well, hopefully he'll be ready. I mean, that means may not play.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see him in
Saturday.
preseason.
Yeah. So any of you Longhorn fans, y'all know who Scatterboo is. That's the one that ran all over the Longhorns. What up, Oscar? Thank you for joining. He said, Jerry, stupid. So, yeah, I'm not looking forward to I'm looking forward to Cowboys football. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I'll always root for them no matter what team they throw out there. If I can root for them when they won 3 games, if I can root for them when they won 1 game back in 1989, I can root for them right now. So I don't, a lot of people will sit there and saying, I'm not rooting for this team anymore. I've done it for many of years. I've seen plenty of sorry teams, and I'm still a Cowboys fan, and I'm still going to be a Cowboys fan to the day I die. Hopefully, before I die, they can win the Super Bowl. But there's a lot of Cowboys fans who said that, and they die.
Yeah.
Nah, still my team, just a rough patch. Yeah, you're right, Oscar. You're absolutely right. I mean, but there's people I know, Oscar, that sat there and said that I'm not gonna be a fan no more. I don't want to be a fan. I'm gonna be a Houston Texans or a Baltimore, a team that they want to win. They don't like to have losing teams. I'm like, you have to lose to learn how to win. But I mean, the Cowboys haven't learned that yet, but you got to. All right, it landed on basketball, and so Luka signed a 3-year, $165 million deal. How you like that? Huh?
Posted that on our Facebook page.
You did? Very nice.
Right after it happened. Breaking news.
You're absolutely right. Oscar said, yeah, bandwagon is the term. You are absolutely right. And I say it all the time. Don't come jumping on the bandwagon when the Cowboys start winning, when you've been talking shit this whole time. Because I'm going to be there when they suck, and I'm going to be there when they win. Yeah, that's a big contract. It's a nice contract from him. It's not the max contract he could have got if he stayed with the Mavericks. But it's not his fault he left. He got traded, of course. I was talking to a Maverick fan this weekend. Or not this weekend, today, actually. It wasn't this weekend. And he said that he's going to try to get tickets to the Lakers game. But he's not happy with Luka right now because they say now Luka wants to get all nice and in shape. But when he was with the Mavericks, he was always out of shape. I'm still not going to be mad at Luka. Even though he switched teams, I'm still mad at the organization. I was a Luka fan, a huge Luka fan. But it's nice to see him get paid. I can't root for the Lakers still. Sorry. Even if Luka goes over there. Still going to root for the Mavericks. Again, the same thing with the Cowboys situation. Whatever team they throw out there, I'm still going to be a fan. I mean, I've done it when they sucked ass. Back when they were over here at Reunion Arena. When they were sorry. When they had Jim Jackson, Jamal Mashburn, and Jason Kidd. They weren't really that bad then, but they were getting better. Then they got Michael Finley. Then they got Steve Nash. And then they got Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, that's when they got good. That's when it was fun. Spinning the wheel. Oh, land on basketball. I got my last topic for basketball. How excited are you about the Mavs this season? Scott, are you a big basketball fan? I think you've told me, and I just don't remember. Or maybe the audience, our audience, don't know.
I watch a lot of college. I don't watch a whole lot of NBA.
Yeah, I do know you be always talking about college. Yeah, I used to be huge on basketball. Like basketball was still my number 3 sport. I think it may have dropped to 4 because I think I'm liking hockey a little bit more than basketball. But it's not because the Mavericks. It's because the whole basketball in general. I hated the whole LeBron brought the super team together. Now everybody wants to be on a super team instead of trying to be, their own team. Um, I used to like when they had, when every team had their own superstar, and you're like, okay, now we got this superstar going against superstar. Saturday nights, I used to be Channel 8, boom. I'm finna have it on Channel 8 because there's gonna be some good ass basketball. Because you got the Tim Duncan going against Dirk Nowitzki. You had um, Kobe going
Michael
against.
Jordan and Larry Bird.
Well, you're showing your age, Scott. You're showing your age.
Yep.
But yeah, but you had that. You had Chicago versus Detroit. You had you just had all them good teams that Lakers versus Boston, and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game tonight. I can't wait. Now I just can't get excited like that for basketball anymore. So, but I am excited to see what the Mavs have this year, what they're gonna put out on the court. Hopefully, it's a good season. With the wheels landed on baseball, Scotty.
All right.
And the what we're gonna say is, oh, did you hear about this, Scotty? Major League Baseball making the first woman up.
Yeah, I read about that today.
Yeah, it was today. I'm like, yay, more players getting thrown out. Nah,
Maybe.
I think it's good for women. But I mean, I don't see the difference. If you can call balls and strike, then you can call balls and strike. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. If you can call somebody out, if you can, you can call somebody out
Yeah.
at first base. So, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Maybe past due, but it's still good. What do you guys? Anything on that one, Scotty?
No, I mean, it's kind of just like football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, football have women refs. I mean, come on, baseball, get with the times. You're falling behind.
yeah.
NBA got women refs. So yeah, baseball, you're behind. I didn't realize right now until you said that, Scotty. Damn
I
it.
don't know any hockey, but
Yeah, I don't know
I
about.
haven't seen any hockey, female hockey ref.
Hockey's
I'm
always
sure.
behind the times too.
Yeah.
Hockey's always behind the times. So yeah, let's spin the wheel. That's all we got to say about that. Ah, fuck. It landed on take a shot. While that's spinning, I'll take this. Cheers. It better not land on it again. Oh, that was close. But it landed on football. Did you hear about this, Scotty? ESPN's getting the NFL Network and the Red Zone.
ESPN's picking it up.
Yep. I don't know if it's starting this year or not, but yeah, they're starting it this year, which kind of sucks because it's good to have a different network, not that ESPN related. I mean, I know we have Fox Sports, but now you had three different sports stations. What you call it now? ESPN taking over NFL Network. Now you're gonna go back to two and I've been falling off on ESPN. It's just not the same anymore.
No, yeah,
was-
I haven't heard about that, but
It just
I don't
came.
know.
It just came through the wire. I believe yesterday or the other day. Yep. So they
Yeah.
picked up the NFL Network and the Red Zone. So maybe it could be a good thing, but it could be a bad thing. They may start charging you more on ESPN Plus because now we got the Red Zone. If you have ESPN Plus, you get the Red Zone too. But we're gonna charge you an extra $10 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because right now,
The NFL, I think what is like $150 something dollars? Oh, no, that was more than that for the Red Zone and all that.
yeah, I have regular NFL Network.
I have regular NFL Network as well too.
I hope they don't start blocking that out. So you have to have the
Yeah,
ESPN Plus to watch it.
yeah. I mean, I got ESPN Plus, but I understand what you're saying because that it does suck. It just everything. This streaming stuff is what you call. Another thing that just came out today is ESPN is going to start streaming wrestling, their main events and stuff.
The WWE.
Yep. So that they're going to start doing that starting 2026. That just came out today. So ESPN, they're firing their people, but they're picking up other networks. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
They're firing people so they can pick up those networks. Spin the wheel. We'll do it a couple of more spins, and then we'll move on to Scott's topic. Baseball again. Let's see. Oh, how about the other? You don't? Do you get to watch baseball that much, Scotty? Rangers.
Not Rangers. No, they're
Oh.
never on.
Well, the other day, Evaldi allowed yesterday actually. Evaldi allowed one hit versus the Yankees yesterday.
Yeah.
One hit. He was doing good. I was watching the game. Yeah, he was doing good when he was out there, and it was like it was eighth inning, and he was still out there putting them away. They took him out in the ninth, and then the Rangers. Well, of course, because the Rangers scored in the ninth. They scored 2 runs in the ninth. I was kind of thinking, I was like, what if they didn't score? Would they have let him go out there in the bottom of the ninth to finish out the game, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't
they
know.
ended up scoring 2. They brought the bullpen in. Bullpen shut down the Yankees. So Rangers lost today 3-2, which sucks. But they've been again. Rangers been playing good. Pitching's been hella good. So to hold the Yankees to 3 runs, I think is good. Yet day before they held them to 0. The day before that, I think it was a little higher. I think it was 8 runs. But still, I mean, that game went to extras. Rangers end up winning in extras. So
Yeah, the Phillies have been red hot lately.
there's a couple of teams I've been reading that are hot that are not are that the heard Dodgers are not Cubs ain't doing good. Dodgers haven't been doing well. They've been stumbling here and there. So
Yeah.
last spin, Scotty. I don't know if I have anything else for baseball. I don't have nothing for baseball. Scotty, you got any? Oh, I do got. Do I? Oh yeah, I do got something for baseball. Here we go. Do you think the Rangers can make a playoff run? My opinion, I believe they can. There's like I said, since I said they sucked, and I was right about the All-Star break. They've been 15-9, been one of the hot. They came out of the All-Star break one of the hottest team. I think they were 8-2 out of the first 10 games out of the All-Star break. They kind of stumbled here and there, but other than that, they've been really good. If they can get their bats going, I think they would be a scary team. One thing I was going to say too, Scotty, were you surprised that the Rangers didn't go for any bats? They just went for pitching for the trading by the trade deadline.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where their weakness is right now.
Yeah, it's like, but they went pitching. They went pitching instead of batting. So I believe they still believe in their bats. I still believe in their bats. So come on, they can get it together. I believe in them. Rangers are off tomorrow. They'll be back Friday against the Phillies. By the way.
Oh,
So.
It's gonna be tough.
Didn't you just say they're one of the hottest teams?
Yeah.
Yep, that's who they're going to play. All right, that's it for that. I'm glad I only had to take one shot. Whoop whoop. Now it's time for Scotty's topics. We're all ears, Scotty. What you got?
All right, I'm gonna talk about some UFL players that have signed with NFL teams. The most recent was actually the Defenders wide receiver Braylon Sanders just signed with the Commanders. Yeah. Then
Yeah, go ahead.
the Roughnecks, Keenan Isaac from the Roughnecks. He was actually a really good corner last year. He just signed with the Browns. Then the Renegades offensive lineman Ricky Lee signed with the Jags. Let's see who else. I know the Cowboys got somebody. I think. Thought they did.
I know they picked up an offensive lineman because, like I said, a couple of their offensive linemen got hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Then the big one is Tua. He was a running back for the Panthers last year. He had a great season.
Michigan Panthers.
And he signed with the Browns.
Browns are just picking up anybody. I read that they picked up a quarterback, but I don't know what quarterback they picked up. The Browns. And I'm like, you said it yourself earlier. Like they got 5 quarterbacks now.
Yeah.
So yeah, they picked up another quarterback. I'm not sure who, but there is a quarterback that did sign. I forgot that was one of the football topics. Teddy Bridgewater signed a 2-year contract with the Buccaneers today,
Yep.
so he will be playing with the Buccaneers. But I'm sorry, Scotty, go ahead. Just throw that out. The breaking news. Oh, I'm looking for something like that too, Scotty, to put on the what you call it, chat. Breaking news.
Yeah. The Browns signed quite a few. They signed the Renegades tight end
Oh, what's his
Sal
name? Uh,
Sal Canella.
that tall dude, tall white dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
And
He was
then
probably one of the Renegades' best players.
yeah, he was one of their best receivers.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
then Cowboys signed the Stallions defensive lineman Perion Winfrey.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He was supposed to be good coming out of college, I believe, if I can remember right. I want to say he went to. Sounds familiar. What college did he go to? I think if it's a guy I'm thinking of, I think he was supposed to be pretty good defensive tackle, and he just hasn't panned
Yeah.
out. But go ahead.
Well, he had 29 tackles for loss
Damn, pretty good.
and 1 sack last year.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So
And
go ahead.
I was just gonna look at Tua's stats.
Oh,
He mostly did most of his work towards the end of the season.
when everybody's tired. Well, they don't play that many games. What they play? 8 games? Not even that. I think they play 8 games.
Yeah, I think they did play 8 or 10, maybe after the playoffs.
Yeah, well, once play, yeah, but I think
Stuff.
it's 8 regular season and then uh 2 playoffs. So I think it is about 10 games. So yeah, that's about right. Um, anything else, Mr. Scott?
No, he led the league last year in rushing touchdowns.
Now don't forget, they've become a lot of players coming out of that UFL. You had Turpin, you had at least for the Cowboys. I know there's other teams that you have Aubrey who was with in the UFL. So don't sleep on some of
Yeah.
these guys that are coming out. This is their opportunity, their second opportunity to play and to show what they can do. So don't think, oh, they got this guy from UFL. That no, there's some of them the guys that can play. So
Oh
don't
yeah,
sleep on them.
yep. Especially the kickers.
Oh yeah, I mean that's crazy. How does the NFL not find these kickers? How is the USFL and all that? How are they finding these kickers before the NFL is? That's what's crazy. But yeah, they
Yeah.
got some good kickers there. That it, Scotty.
Yeah, that's all I have for the UFL.
All right, thank you for your topics. Giving you applause. Popping open a beer. Not really. I can actually drink this week, so I'm not drinking. I should be drinking. What are we moving on to? We are moving to oh, Scotty, what did we forget last time we were on? That's the first thing Scotty said when he saw me at work the next day. I said, what up, Scotty? Good morning. We forgot about hot seats. I'm like, damn it, you're right. He didn't say good morning. He didn't say I'm doing good. First thing he said, we forgot about hot seats. I'm like, damn it. He's like, yeah, I thought about it after we had got off. I'm like, golly. So what we're going to talk about is the hot seats in college football. We might throw a couple of NFLs out there. I'm not sure yet, but
Yeah, I got at least one.
hey, I could think of some too. But college football is where we're going right now. If you have any comments, let us know who you think is in a hot seat in college. Even in NFL, I'm not biased. Throw an NFL coach that might be in a hot seat. But I'll start. I'm gonna go with my first one with and again, you might have it, you might not, Scotty. My first one is FSU, Florida State University, Mike Novell. I think he's still under the hot seat.
Yeah, I think everyone has him.
You know what? Go ahead.
I say he hadn't done too bad.
I don't think he's a bad coach. Don't knock me. And I mean, I just feel like he just made last year a bad decision by getting DJ Uglier and had everybody hyped for him. Now they're doing this again with this other quarterback, and this quarterback's putting him in a tight situation. What's his name? Yeah. I can't think of his name. Oklahoma job will be open after this year. You think what's his name?
Brent Venables.
Brent Venables. You have him on
the list.
Oh, do you think? I didn't. I think they're being lenient with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think after this year, if it goes bad like it did last year, I think he'll be gone.
Oh, you know what? Maybe if they get their ass kicked by Texas again, you think he gone?
That could be it. Yeah.
Um, LSU job. You think Brian Kelly? I don't think Brian Kelly is in a hot seat.
Uh,
Did I write him down? I did write him down. Brian Kelly is in a hot seat. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Coach. Brian Kelly is in a hot, I did have him down. And I'm just not. I've never been a Brian Kelly. When he went, when he left Notre Dame, when he got to Notre Dame, I didn't think he was going to be a good coach for Notre Dame. And then when he left the way he left Notre Dame, I'm like, man, I don't like this dude at all now. Uh, but I mean, he won a national championship for LSU, did he not? Or was that was that was the other coach? I can't think of
yeah.
his
What? Yeah.
Oregon, or how do you say his name? Uh,
Yeah. It was Brian Kelly.
it wasn't Brian Kelly. You're right. My other one, and this is on me because Oregon won it. Oh, I can't say it. Not Oregon. Or how you say his name? Oregon. Oregon. Coach O. That's how I know him as Coach O. I like the way he talks too. His voice. It's always like he's about to lose his voice every time he talks. My next one though is Baylor's coach, Dave Miranda. I think he might be teetering, but last year I think kind of helped him, and if it depends on this year how he does this year, I think he might be on the hot seat. What about you, Scotty? Who do you got so far?
Hugh Freeze from Auburn. Did in 11 and 14 over the last 2 seasons.
Oregon.
So yeah, I think they'll be decent this year, but
Auburn John Hugh Freeze. That's what this guy just said. Hugh Freeze.
yeah.
Well, they played Baylor. They played
They do.
Baylor, so week 1.
Yep.
Auburn, Baylor.
Turn things around there.
Yeah. But I mean, Auburn was a terrible team when Hugh Freeze got there. They weren't a great team at all. So you don't.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't have him on there because I think they might give him a little bit of time.
Yeah. They said they got a new quarterback. I think they'll be.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be a playoff team, but they'll should definitely be in the top 25 at least.
Oh, coach got a good one. I don't have this one. He said USC job, Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley,
You think
I mean it's possible.
he's been a flop ever since he's been there. Big games, they haven't won anything. They had a good quarterback, Caleb Williams, couldn't win anything. I remember, you know what?
Well, because their defense.
I was about to say that. You remember it was week 3 and Lincoln Riley's like second year, and they were talking about how great this USC defense was and how great they might be one of the best defense in the conference or in college football. And they played Ball State and some other rinky-dink school. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They ain't played nobody. So
Yeah.
and then they just start getting destroyed by everybody after that.
Yep.
You might have this one, Scotty. I don't know, but I always say this because I like him as a coach, but he just never wins the big game. James Franklin, Penn State. I love him. I don't love him, but I like him as a coach. I think he's a really good coach. He's a likable guy. It's just, man, you just can't get over that hump. Get over that hump, man. Win a playoff game, win a conference championship. Just get over that hump. I don't know if you have him or not.
Yeah. No, I didn't have him, but I mean, I could see it. I guess. Yeah. Said they just can't win that big game.
Yeah. Who else you got? Who else you got that I don't got?
Another one I have is Sam Pittman from Arkansas. He's been 30 and 31 over his 5 seasons there. So
I think, well, Arkansas. No disrespect to the school. I don't dislike them. But I think they're content with being content. You know what I mean? I think they know in the SEC there's got to be a team that's not good, and I think they're content with just being average.
Being average.
Yeah.
Not,
I'm not saying that I'm not saying they're sitting there like, oh yeah, let's just be this. I think they're trying to build a program there, but I think they're okay with, hey, if you can win at least half your games, we're okay with that.
Yeah.
but try to get better. Don't just sit here and be like, all right, I'm gonna go 6-6, or try to get the bowl game. Try to show that we're trying out here. So I got one right here. One that I think that I'm surprised. I thought they would get fired last year, but didn't. Was it's Mike Gundy, Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I know they love him some. I know they love him some. Mike Gundy in Oklahoma State, but he hasn't won much in a while. So, and they were supposed to have a good team a couple of years ago, and that was a flop. Their quarterback was terrible. The running back that was supposed to projected was supposed to be like a first round, dropped to like the 5th round because there was a terrible team. Jerry Jones' chief could literally set up a great NIL for Arkansas. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And he actually puts money in the booster. He's a big booster for Arkansas, but I don't know how much he puts into their college football funds or whatnot. But yeah, he could put money into their Arkansas and build it up. But yeah, Jerry is cheap. We're seeing that now. But go ahead, Scotty. I'm sorry.
Oh no. One other one I have is Brent Pry from Virginia Tech.
Oh, but I like him. I like Virginia Tech and their coach.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
I was gonna, he's been 16-21
Dang,
over the last 3 seasons.
dang. I like him as a coach. I think he's a good coach. I just think he's kind of put in a tough situation. It's hard to. I think any coach that goes there is going to be hard just because of who's been there, who the legendary coach is. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but Virginia Tech, I think, is a good place to play. I think it'd be. I would love to play there. Hey, Mom, how you doing? You late today? Would you wake up from your nap? My last one that I have on here is the Iowa coach, Kirk. I can't say his last name, but you know the Iowa coach, Hawkeyes. He's been there forever,
Yeah.
but he can never put an offense together. My mom said hi, Scotty,
Hello.
but I can't. For Nets, I can't say his last name. But yeah, he's been there forever. But I think maybe if he has a bad season this year, they might start thinking about going a different direction.
Yeah.
But they chalk up, they throw out tight ends in the draft all day. Tight ends and offensive line, they throw those out there in the draft all day, and linebackers. They always seem to find them. So, you got anybody else on your list, Scotty? If you got more, let me know.
I have an NFL coach I'm gonna throw out there.
Okay, I'm listening.
Mike McDaniel.
You think Miami's coach is on the hot seat?
I think so. I think if they don't make the playoffs this year, he may be gone.
Huh. I'm still thinking Giants. I think the Giants coach could be on the hot seat.
I think
I'm trying to think who else is out there.
Unless this season goes really bad for the Giants, because they just drafted Dart, I think they'll get another season.
They saved their ass by drafting him as a quarterback.
Now that they got their guy and they put all their chips on Dart, so I think unless this season goes really bad, I think they'll probably be there at least for one more season.
Yeah. I see. I'm trying to think of another NFL. No, I really don't see anybody. Are you almost done? Yes, I'm almost done, Emma. Why? We got 8 people watching right now. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for what you call it. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We're on every Wednesday. Actually, I didn't put that on important dates, Scotty. I forgot, so I'll say it right now. Don't forget the like button, subscribe button. But actually, starting the week before the 23rd, no, the week after the 23rd. What I say, Scotty? Do you remember? We're going twice a week. We're going
twice a week.
Yep. Yeah. August 26th is going to be the first Tuesday, and August 28th will be the first Thursday that we're going to be going twice a week. We're going to be going Tuesdays and Thursdays. So get excited. I'm excited. Scotty, you excited?
I'm excited.
He's excited. You heard it in his voice. You see how excited he was? That's most excited I've ever heard Scotty. But moving right along, hot seat. Oh, but I do have one though. that one coach that will never get fired is the Northern Illinois Huskies coach, Thomas Hamlock. You know why he would never get fired, Scotty?
Because he beat Notre Dame.
Because he beat Notre Dame. I like Notre Dame, but yeah, that thing he will never get fired. He will have that job for life, and I think another team will probably pick him up eventually. Um,
Yeah.
just watching the game, watching the ending. I didn't watch the whole game. I actually got the upset alert. I was like, oh shit, I gotta turn this over real quick and find. I was like, Notre Dame. There's no way in hell Notre Dame's gonna lose to Northern Illinois. Sure enough, they did. But then watching him talk and watching his speech right after the game where he was crying, and then right with his team in the locker room, I was like, man, I love this coach. This coach is awesome. I will go play for that coach. So,
I do have. I just thought of one more.
go ahead. I'm listening.
Possibly Kalen DeBoer. If they don't make the playoffs again this year, I think he'll be maybe not be on the hot seat this year, but I think if they don't make the playoff this year, he will be on the hot seat.
With Alabama?
Yeah.
Oh man, and it's crazy. 2 weeks in, his what you call it? They were when he lost to who did they lose to? Who did he lose to, babe? Alabama. We was it Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. When he lost to Vanderbilt, oh my gosh, their fans, Alabama fans, were going crazy. They were already calling for him to get fired. I'm like, holy shit! It's like this happened. You understand? This is college football. This shit happens. This is what makes college football so great, is because of the upsets. I was like, yeah, you don't want your team to be the one to get upset, but if he loses, don't call for the man's job. 2, 3, no, it was like week 7 or something. That was week 7. Man, I remember Scotty, like everybody lost.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, that was the week that everybody lost.
So it was a week of upsets. I remember that week. That was just crazy. But yeah, so Northern Illinois coach Thomas Hamlock would never lose his job unless he does something inappropriate, but which I hope he doesn't. But yeah, that guy's got his job set. But that's all we got. You got anybody else, Scotty?
No, that's all I have.
It's time for the question of the day. Come on. It's not working, Scotty. There it goes. All right, with school starting for the little ones, how about you tell us a first day of school story? So, y'all think about that. We'll move right along to the important dates. Major League Baseball, they just had their trade deadline on July 31st. We talked about that a little bit already. Rangers, they didn't do much. They just went for pitching instead of batting, which was crazy because the batting was been struggling, but you never know. They can always come alive. NCAA, again, the first game, August 23rd. There's no better way to start a college football game than Iowa State versus Kansas State. It's going to be on ESPN channel. It's going to be on channel ESPN at 11 o'clock a.m. I can't even talk, Scotty. One thing I love about this, if y'all watch college football, and if y'all watch Big 12 football, Iowa State and Kansas State are the two teams. Like when Baylor plays them, I'm like, fuck, man, it's going to be tough. Because Iowa State and Kansas State plays everybody tough, no matter who they are, no matter what their rank is. They're going to come into that game and try to kick your ass. So these are two teams that are never going to give up. They're going to play hard. So if you love college football, I guarantee this is going to be a really good game. I'm excited about this to start off college football season. I mean, I'm telling you,
week zero game.
Week 0 game. It's just awesome. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's the 23rd. Let's get ready. Let's get hyped. That's 2.5 weeks away. Am I right? Almost.
Yeah. Getting there.
Yep. NFL dates. First Cowboys preseason game is this Saturday, August 9th at 6 p.m. They're playing against the Rams over there in LA. So watch some of that. See who's the next up-and-coming Cowboys is going to take us to the promised land. Let's go Cowboys. And then we got the first NFL game. Will be September 4th, Thursday night. Cowboys versus Eagles. Will be Parsonless. That a word? I mean, I know that's not a word, but we may not have Micah for that game, so that's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm off the 5th, so I'm going to get wasted. I probably won't. I talk shit, but I don't get drunk. I'm going to get wasted, and then I'll have a couple of drinks, and that's it. But yeah, so I'm gonna either be upset,
You may need some drinks after that game.
It's gonna be 50-0. I'm gonna be so pissed. And then we have our fantasy football draft August 31st. Scotty said he'll join during our live show to talk about his draft strategy, talk about who he thinks is going to be the up and coming shining star in fantasy football. So please join us. Let me know who I should pick. I may not even listen to you because I'm hard headed like that. But going back to first day of school stories, Scotty, do you have one? I know that's kind of I know it's kind of hard. It's been years since we've been to school. My mom said I got my money up for the Super Bowl. Mom, you crazy? You can save it. Go take. You could use that for a vacation. Don't even use it on Cowboys.
I don't think I really had anything that happened on the first day of school that I can remember.
I just always remember that I was always nervous the first day of school, even though I've done it. Even my senior year, going into my senior year of high school, I was always like real nervous going into school. But even though I've done it for 13 years, so
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is nerve wracking, and I don't know what to do. I really don't remember my younger years when I was a kid. Like all I can remember is maybe my fifth, sixth grade and after, but before then, I don't really
Yeah.
remember much.
Yeah.
So I remember one year we had to wear uniforms, and it was my first day of school, and I was just like, first day of school, everybody shows up looking, nice, have brand new clothes and stuff like that, but everybody had looked the same. It was like everybody wearing a white t-shirt. It wasn't a t-shirt, polo, and blue pants. So it was like you couldn't tell nobody apart from it. Like, is that my friend over there? I don't know. It looks. But back in my days too, we didn't have cell phones because we couldn't communicate like that. We had to wait till the end of summer to go to meet your friends.
Yep.
In high school, you're like, I haven't seen so and so since 2 months. Let me see, and they don't grew 10 inches, 200 pounds now, and you're still 5'5", 126. Motherfuckers, how'd you get that growth spurt? What did you do in the off season that I didn't? So, but yeah, I just don't really remember a lot from when I was
Well, I kind of remember
my lunch code. Oscar said, "Do you still remember your lunch code?" Oh, do I? I take that back. You know what? I'm not gonna remember because the last time I used my lunch code was probably 8th grade. Because when I got into high school, I didn't really eat lunch. I went to the where you go buy your lunch in high school. You have that. When you have money, you go buy lunch. That's where I went to.
Yeah, we never had. We never had lunch codes.
We had lunch codes. I remember that. So, that's a good one,
We didn't
Oscar. Lunch code, man, golly. And then since I played football too in high school, we used to come in their last lunch, and man, it sucked because we used to come in there late because we had to do practice, and then after practice we had to get ready. So we used to come in there late, and lines be fucking long. Be pissed off. Bells ringing for you to go back to class, and you're still sitting in fucking line. And then you go to your next class, and you have that mean ass teacher who didn't let you eat in the class, so you had to scarf it down. Yeah, we got leftovers for lunch. But yeah, anything else, Scotty?
No, that's about all I have.
And Oscar said, "Damn, that sucks. We didn't have that issue. We had that in my school. And our coach was an ass. I mean, he was a good coach, but he was an asshole. He didn't give a shit about us if we ate lunch. But then we had to come out to school and practice too. Yeah, he was an asshole. What a dick. All right. So this is my show. I get the last word. Scott, do you got anything to say before I get to talking?
No.
Nope.
No, go for it.
All right. Right now we're at 48 subs. We're at a 50. Again, guys, 2 more. Let's get it. Pass on the word. I need to do better. I'll tell you right now, I need to do better at advertising myself. I'll try to do better. I know Scotty's been posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
The next show will be next Wednesday. Again, in a couple of weeks, we will be switching from Tuesdays and Thursdays. NFL kickoffs is 29 days. 29 days. Less than a month. Less than a month. And in college football is even better. It's 16 days, 2.5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be talking college football until your ears bleed. And until my throat, I run out of talking. But other than that, that's all I got. Scotty, again, you have anything before we say goodbye to this, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate y'all putting up with our bullshit. Y'all have a good evening. Scotty, thank you for being here.
All right.
Y'all have a good evening. Good night.
See ya.
Hold on, Scotty. Let me see if anybody said anything. No, they didn't.
Okay.
All right. Have a good evening.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.